Hello everyone, you're very welcome to this video. I'm Joe Price, wilderness skills instructor and field tester, and it is an honor to be talking to you about this beast that's standing here next to me. This is the Kantamus 60 litre, a backpack I've affectionately termed the Moose. This thing is a tank and can carry and do almost anything I needed to do in the woods. But in this video, we are just going to walk around it, and I'm going to show you the features that are on the new 60 litre backpack and also how I've modified it to suit my needs in the woods. Because it's such an adaptable backpack, I haven't had to modify it much, just add some pouches. With Savotta's backpacks, one of my favorite things is that each side is basically a mirror. So if I explain one side to you, you're going to get that on the other side. And I like that because it doesn't force you into one configuration. On the left-hand side, which is basically the right-hand side too, we have a 6 wide PALS webbing all down here. And remember, if there's a place for PALS webbing, Savotta will put it there. So there's PALS webbing all the way down, and then this large gusseted pocket at the bottom. It will take a water bottle. I'd recommend putting kidney bottles in it, but it's not really specifically designed for carrying water. It's specifically designed for carrying maybe small tools, soft pouches, or long sticks and tools like trekking poles and axes. On the side here, I have the 4 litre vertical pouch. When carrying a 60 litre backpack in the woods, naturally you may be going out for 24 hours to 48 hours. So you're going to be carrying sleeping equipment and things like tents. All that stuff I like to keep internally in the backpack for when I get to camp. I don't want to be walking through the woods and having to take stuff in and out. So these 4 litre vertical pouches are actually perfect for water bottles, snacks, maps, administration tools, and so forth. I have one on the reverse side of the pack too. Also up in the corner here on both sides, you have ports for a water bladder. There is an internal, absolutely massive pocket in the back of this pack where you can keep sleeping pads and your water bladder should you want to, and add that extra padding to the back of it. But as you see on the back of the pack later on in the video, there's no real need for that. On the front of the pack, it is 5 wide, and I have the 3x4, which is a pretty specialist pouch, but the 3x4 pouch on the front, and this is where I keep all my admin stuff, my first aid kits and so on, for when I need to get them out of the pack quickly. On this side here, I have a tourniquet pouch in MO5 with an orange tourniquet high vis inside it. Never let them know your next move. Is he trying to hide it? Is he trying to see it? That's up to me to figure out. Over here, I have the same configuration, but on this side of the pack, I want to talk about the zippers. There is a full length zipper running up and down each side of the backpack. It is not a clamshell design. There is no zipper across the top, but a hybrid style clamshell pack where you can access both from the sides. But I think it's a nice addition, but with these outside pouches stacked properly along with the brains, which we're going to take a look at, these zipper pouches are just nice to have access to, but you can block them up and do what you need. And of course, the brains. The brains on this backpack is absolutely massive. It is cut in that classic Savotta bellow style. You can stuff it and push it a bit more should you want to, but remember, with a pack that's 60 litres and above, you are trying to keep it as vertical along the back as possible. Naturally, with Savotta products, it has these strong, very responsive buckles attaching the brain, which can be extended up ever so slightly. If we open up the brain and turn it around, you will see that there is PALS webbing all over the inside of it. One of my absolute favorite features with this backpack. On the back, there is a large pocket. This gives you access to all of the brains. You can stuff this, stack it out if you want. And then on the front, there is a smaller, very cool pocket, a key keeper pocket, hidden behind the hook and loop, which has a buckle on the inside should you want to keep your keys and your wallets up top and safe. It comes preloaded with this bungee cord, which is absolutely fantastic. You don't have to buy it extra from Savotta or sticky it out yourself. But this is nice for just being able to stuff a jacket in here if you want. But what I prefer to do with it is actually run it through this PALS webbing on the inside, so it allows me a much tighter constriction of it, and I can close it over, add a bit of protection to whatever I want in there, be a jacket or a sleeping pad. It's very easy to access. And while we are looking at the rear of the backpack, now it's time to talk about the more technical side of what this is. When you're buying a backpack, this is always the place where you should look first before thinking about load capacity after it, because this is what attaches the backpack to you. It has large, generous, very shaped straps with some very thick padding, and also, hey, say it with me, PALS webbing all running down the front of it. You can see up here that there is more PALS webbing there, but that is not for attaching anything. You can if you want, but it is to give you some adjustment in the straps. There is not so much adjustment in Savotta packs, but there is an attempt, a very good attempt at making some adjustment here. For those at home who want to use a reference, I'm 196 centimeters tall and I'm a 2XL wide in European measurements. Out of the box, this backpack fits me perfectly. But there is adjustments there should you be a little smaller or a little taller or a little broader. They are joined by two steel D-rings down the bottom of the pack. The start of the hip pouch is here with closed foam cell padding. It is super thick. You then have more closed foam cell padding here in a little pocket. You can remove it and replace it with a pad of your choice, but it just has to fit that pocket. But there is one there already. And then there is a hollow tubed aluminium frame running around the backpack. The hip belt itself has also got closed foam cell padding on it, PALS webbing, a large Berger SR buckle to attach it on the front, and is fully removable should you not want it there and you want that more streamlined quick access. There is a chest buckle up the top here, again made from that responsive good solid buckles that we've come to know from Savotta, and the lid is removable should you not want that. One thing that I really like about the inside of the pack is that it comes with a roll top which you can extend up should you want to fit jackets or anything else or soft accoutrements in the top of it. Because this pack is so big already and is cut in such a way that you can extend it and stuff it out really nicely, that 60 litres can turn into very heavy 80 litres very, very quick. And when you are wearing a backpack, you want to keep everything centre between your shoulder blades, but at least there is a nice option here should you have to take or remove things and put it inside. Also, what I like about the roll top is that it adds an extra layer of protection to the top of it, or a snow peak top if you want to call it that, because these packs are not waterproof. Naturally, it is made of Savotta's fabric. It's 1000 denier core dura, and for those tactical ninjas out there, it is very highly NIR rated, but it is not waterproof. It is water resistant. You know, water can get in, so adding this snow peak to the top of it is fantastic. And the less zippers and drawstrings I have to deal with, because I find that those drawstrings will break eventually over time, having these buckles up top is a fantastic addition. The Kantamus 60 litre is a fantastic addition to your kit if you happen to be looking for a backpack to do you for 1 to 2 days in the woods, that is built to last, comes with a 5-year manufacturing defect warranty. And if you want to check out any more information on this absolutely amazing pack, head on over to savotta.fi, and if you happen to own one, we'd all love to hear your opinions on it, so please leave a review on the website and let us know what you think. Until the next video, guys, take care.